All right, we're live on YouTube, but we're not live on.
See, we're live on Twitter.
Instagram. Huh?
See, we're live on Twitter.
Okay. Go live. Instagram's always the longest. Pause.
All
right, we're live. Let's get it. What we got here, episode 42, right?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 42. Touching on the new topics, but we always start off with how we did this week.
How you doing this week, man?
Yeah,
like,
man.
You can't just jump right into the topics. Yeah. How was your week?
It was pretty good. Got some new light fixtures in the spot.
I can see.
You know what I mean? What else I did? Took my son to AU tryouts. It was wild in there. His kids is hitting Steph Curry threes.
That's all they want to do.
Yeah. That's it. Pretty much chilled all week, man. My son was down the shore with his mom, so I was chilling, watching Tubi. I watched Tubi for the old movies I grew up on.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched The Super.
Yep.
With Joe Pesci.
Yep.
I watched movies that were kind of corny too. I watched Martin with Dan DeVito.
Okay.
You ever saw that movie? What's the worst that could happen?
No, I never watched it.
Pretty bad.
That used to be a good movie, but I'm biased. My Martin.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I did.
Now for me, the week, pretty quiet week. I went to this podcast thing on Thursday.
Yeah.
Got to meet some cool people. Got some connects. Got some people who want to come onto the show. Who want to talk about some stuff. I'm like, listen, this door is always open for anyone who wants to come in here and debate. We talk about everything.
Any girls?
Yes.
You gonna fuck her? You hit it yet? Like what? I just met her.
I just met her. Ooh, wait a minute. So I mean, besides that, just a chill week. Just catching up on some stuff.
I did that with my boy one time. Get off the little topic a little bit. I showed my boy this girl I went on one date with. Right? He's like, oh, how is she, man? I'm like, he was fucked up. I'm like, oh, how is she, man? I'm like, oh, I'm trying to explain her. He's like, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. You going mad long, bro. Listen, let me see that picture. I'm like, here. He goes, oh, she ready to go. Next date, you fucking her. You're hitting it. I'm like, bro, you don't even know this girl. Telling you, bro. Let's talk about the picture, bro. If you don't hit it next time, you pussy. Shut up. I'm like, bro, I just met the girl. I don't know, barely her fucking I don't know her last name.
Oh, no.
He's like, nah, she ready to go, bro. She ready to go. I'm like, all right.
Listen, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man, for the week. So the first topic we're going into is the Democratic National Convention.
Oh, God.
Just pure insanity. Yo, this shit turned to a Rolling Loud concert, bro. What the fuck going on out here?
This is what I've been trying to say.
Who about to come out next?
I said this. I was like, yo, Democrat fans would make fun of the Republican National Convention. But y'all convention was just as crazy and just as ridiculous. And
Little John?
Come on. Who in that crowd, who running listens to Little John? That's why I always say, well, Kamala. I'm like, yo, about the Democratic Party in general. Y'all don't really know what's going on. Y'all just think oh, we can put him out here because they said Beyonce never showed up and all that other type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, when Kamala said Quavo was her best friend, I was like, you do not know Quavo from any black
That's Kamala on the ad-libs. It's lit.
Oh my God, bro. I heard that and I just went, I want this election to be over. Bro. You got Trump bringing out Hulk Hogan and this, and then you got Kamala. I'm like, guys.
Kamala fucked up or brought the Undertaker because he brought out Hulk Hogan.
Oh my God, man.
I had a ladder match right there on stage with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
I'm like, is this what y'all really think about us?
I don't think your mic is on.
I'm like, is this what y'all really think of us? This is what you guys think? This is how we'll rein us in? Not talking about the issues.
Yeah.
Let's just bring out celebrities. And then we got Steph Curry. I'm like, guys, Steph Curry does not represent us. What are you talking about? And this is why I'm like, I hate both parties in both. Because I feel like no matter what, even if you hate the Republicans, the Democrats are not far off. I gotta say, they're both snakes. One's just wearing a clown hat. That's all it is. They both gonna bite you, but they're both snakes. I don't know how you felt about it. What did you think?
I mean, I saw the Kamala speech. I saw it live. I think she said some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is that what policies as far as now, I feel like the thing isn't really a lot of like when I was growing up, America was in a great spot, so it wasn't a lot of economic talk.
Yeah.
It was a lot of foreign talk. How we're gonna, worry about our allies, the terrorists. It was really a lot of stuff like that. Now I feel like this shit with social media has made politics even about social media and a lot of social topics.
Yep.
And it's like, and it turns to them throwing shots at each other, which I guess it always was kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just feel like, as far as socially, Kamala wants to take the country into what people feel the future is, which is all inclusion.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't pass. It's okay. We'll still pass you anyway. Participation trophies, shit like that. And then Trump is just the whole opposite. Like, he's not even meeting in the middle.
No.
He's like, bro, we're going back to fucking like some wild shit. You know what I mean? Not to the point that you got a different fountains.
Yeah.
But as far as
it's close enough as it be.
The Republicans really believing that, if you just work hard, you'll get it. And it's like, bro, it don't always work that way.
No,
it's also about social structure because me going to AAU tryouts, you have all types of parents in there, all nationalities.
Yep.
But these are also parents that got money. That even something so small, like there was a kid there, I think the mom dropped him off, they didn't even stay, right? Left. The kid didn't know how to dribble a ball. His sneakers was fucked up. I'm like, what chance does this kid have? I'm in the park with my son.
No chance.
We watching basketball. We going over play. I just bought him new John Morant's. I got him, a nice book bag, put his basketball in. It's all this combining. That's just perfect example of how is that kid who never fucking doesn't have shit, never probably dribble the ball, going against like my son. And the other way where, bro, this kid's there fucking 6'2" already, grabbing rebounds, laying it up, going down the lane, hitting fadeaways. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
To do against that? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's levels to shit, and it goes on to, hey, my son got the basketball last year. Maybe these parents had the kids playing when they were 4 or 5 years old.
Yep.
So they're ahead of the game.
Yep.
So it's also about social structure. If the parents have enough money, like in AAU they travel. What parent has a reliable enough car to drive to Maryland and Pennsylvania and Connecticut and putting gas in the car and food and hotel? It's a lot.
A lot goes into it.
So Republicans gotta look at it that way too. If your social structure isn't set up right, you can't flourish. So these certain people, think about it this way. When you was growing up, that kid in the class, I was like, like wild shit. Y'all had a kid showing up every day with no notebook, no book bag, no pencil, nothing. Every day. Yo, Sammy, what happened? Oh, I forgot. Doing that.
Yeah.
For like 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
After 2 weeks, he's just like, get out.
Yep.
That person has become a parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those people, whether you like it or not, you can't just let them bury.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, well, they don't have a job. They fucking dumb.
Yep.
They're fucking retarded. Sorry, R word. They're crazy. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. They can't take care of a kid.
Yep. They can't.
What do you do with those kids? Oh, well, I guess it's on to the next one. Another one bites the dust. Crab in the barrel.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
But
that's
also,
what the Republicans think.
Yeah, but also, even for Democrats, I don't like everyone wins either. Like, you got to understand. Like, I wish there was a middle ground. Because you got to understand, the one thing, we work with kids. When you let every kid win, no kid wants to work now. And I feel like you need to get out of that because kids need to know losing is a part of life. You see all the time. Kids can't lose. Yeah. You got a medal. I'm like, no, listen, when we apply for a job, if we don't get that job, there's no, hey, here's you just gotta go find it.
But see, on the other side of that is I saw a study where a white dude just put his name with the resume. He put a black person's name with the same resume. The black person never got called back. And he was like, bro, this is what you're talking about. Like, it's a stigma.
Yep.
So when they do something like fucking affirmative action, we're like, yo, you got to have a certain amount of minorities in this company, you know what I'm saying, to fucking meet the criteria.
Yeah.
And it's like the Republicans go, oh, best man should win. Okay, but if the practices are doing that,
nope.
How's the best man winning? You know what I mean? Like there's no middle.
No.
So that's the problem. It's like you gotta have, and I really firmly believe like they both don't believe in like really education like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, socially they want to be like, hey, like remember when we worked at Halloween wasn't allowed in the district.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that is what they're like focusing on.
Yep.
It's like, bro, you should focus on like somebody shared a video on Instagram one time. Bro, the gym back in the day, all these dudes and girls were like ripped.
Yep.
They were doing real stuff.
Yep.
They're like, you can't play dodgeball anymore.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nope.
You can't play competitive basketball.
Nope.
You got to kind of be like, everybody just shoot a jump shot and everybody, you know.
Making everyone
like, come on, bro, what's going on out here?
Making everyone stale.
So it's like it has to be a middle ground.
There gotta be a middle ground. I don't believe one is too. You can't be both here. You can't be both on the opposite spectrum. And that's the thing I have with both parties. I'm like, you're both on the opposite side. No one's willing to meet in the middle and compromise. Like I feel like that would help the country out. That's why I think a lot of Americans are kind of like done with it. Like I just saw 2 crazy conventions. That's all I saw. I just saw 2 crazy conventions.
Yeah.
One was here, and I'm just like in the middle. I'm like, when November 5th comes, I'm still going to work the next day. That's all that matters. I still gotta go pay my bills.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on.
Yeah, man. So
Steph
Curry. Yeah, Steph Curry supposedly allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Removes Warriors from his IG bio. So what the fuck? Yo, he got souped up with LeBron in the
That's
US.
what I was trying to say.
He wanted to go play for the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. I think he realized playing with Steph and playing with LeBron and KD was really fun for him.
Yeah.
And like now you go back, Draymond's kind of washed, Clay's gone. You don't really know. Kuminga's not there yet. Wiggins, like what are you doing?
Supposedly Wiggins took like a whole year off because
and you don't know what he's gonna do.
His man's fucked his girl, some shit, wild shit like that. So he mentally ain't like, yo, bro, you think Jordan would have cared if his girl fucked his best man or some shit? He would have out there and dropped 70.
But he realized they're not like that. So it's like now you're like, yo, I'm here. I'm still gonna get Steph Curry thing, but I'm gonna be losing.
Yeah.
And losing, a lot of people don't say losing sucks because now you're not having fun anymore. Because I can tell now the Olympics, most fun he's had.
Oh, make sure your mic is up. Yeah.
Most fun he's had. Yeah. So I just think
you got LeBron, you got AD,
you
got Austin Reeves.
Yeah. Oh God.
Hey, he plays hard though.
I'd have traded his ass for Kyrie in a heartbeat. Like when I heard the Lakers were like, "Oh, we don't want to trade Austin Reeves for Kyrie."
You can't, bro, because Kyrie. Look at what the Mavericks do for him. They have a special personal chef for him during fucking Ramadan. They're fucking powdering his ass after they change every fucking diaper. You know he needs that treatment. The Lakers are like, bro, we already pampering LeBron. We got his son here. We're pampering AD. The guy has a fucking little twitch in his ankle. He's out for 7 games. We can't take another dude that we got to be like, okay, here we go, baby. You can't.
I get it, but Kyrie's special. You know this. The league is born on talent.
And Kyrie the type of dude to look at LeBron and be like, yo, why he got a fucking – he like stepbrothers and shit. Like him and LeBron, the fucking Will Ferrell and the other dude. Yo, why did he get a Chewbacca mask? I want a Chewbacca mask.
I think they needed 2 years together. You don't need to sign a long-term deal. Just 2 years together, get 1 ring, and then let Kyrie go and do. But I just think
it ain't guaranteed though.
No, that's true. But I think you can do a 2-year run with Kyrie over.
And then what if you trade for him? You go to the finals, and then you face the Celtics, and he fucking shrinks. Bro, he's in Dallas, so he shrunk. It's okay. You're in Dallas. LA, he wouldn't be able to go to the restaurant, bro.
That's true.
They'll be like, boo! He'll be like, yo, I want out. Right? A year there, he'll be like, I want out.
Yeah,
trade me.
That's true.
But they would have to trade inside the Pelicans or some shit because he can't play in a big market.
But I'm saying, as for someone like LeBron, I would take Kyrie over Austin Reeves. Like that's all.
Of course.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm saying at the end of the day, Austin Reeves is a talent.
Yeah. Kyrie
is a star. So it's like.
But a lot comes with that.
Yeah, I know.
A lot comes with a star.
But
it's back in the day where like, yo, a lot of the superstars felt like I got to get back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
These superstars are like, bro, I'll get back to the city, but what are you doing for me?
Yeah.
And it's like you just can't blame them because how many players back in the day got screwed over with injuries and they weren't getting paid as much. And now all these players are a brand. Back in the day, you had Jordan really was the brand.
Yeah.
Maybe Shaq, maybe Barkley, maybe Grant Hill.
Yeah,
you had sporadically.
Not a lot.
But now everyone's a brand, bro. Yeah. I went to the Foot Locker. Everybody got a sneaker.
Everyone has a sneaker.
Everybody got a damn sneaker. John Moran got a sneaker. Fucking who else? Fucking Anthony Edwards got a sneaker. Steven Adams got a sneaker.
I was about to say. I was like, I think Giannis has a sneaker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like,
fucking Chris Middleton got a sneaker.
No.
Once again, yo, what sneaker to know? The Middletons.
No.
Middleton threes.
You wear that, you should be roasted on every game you play. But going back to Steph Curry thing, like, I just kind of understand where he's at. He's probably like, I'm older. Because think about it, this is the only Olympics he's ever played in. It's like, damn, my career's almost up.
Ain't nobody wearing the Kaminga 7s.
Exactly. Oh God. Come on, man. And that's when he's looking at his Warriors organization. He's like, yo, I got nothing. I got nothing right now.
They signed Kyle Anderson. That's what they got for him. He said, here you go. I said, me starving. You throw me a saltine cracker.
Bro, I lost my brother, and you replace him with Kyle Anderson, and you think I'm gonna fuck with y'all? Like, I'm like, maybe this might. Because he's looking at, he's like, Draymond ain't the same no more. Yeah. Draymond probably got like 2 more years left of his career. 2 years. And you want him slower? He's gonna be kicking everybody in the nuts. He can't. He's gonna go up the screen like fucking shoulder guy in the face because he can't get there fast enough. And that's what Charles Barkley said. Once you start beating people up, you know you're damn. You know you're done because now you can't beat anyone with your skill. You got to just beat them up now. Yeah. Now it's like, yo, I gotta harass you. So that's why I'm like, I think Steph was probably looking at it like, yo.
In the 80s, that was cool.
Man. Yeah, now you can do that. Because you know Draymond, he's doing the. I'm like, bro, that's not needed right now, and you don't know. I don't think they make the playoffs.
This dude fucking choked out. Fucking go back.
Yeah, like, bro, you want to keep dealing with that?
He did that weak ass like. Oh, by accident, I swung this way. He just knocks out fucking.
Yeah, man. He's been punching. He punched Jordan Poole. Now you got to deal with that. You don't know which teammate he might not like. You know, so it's like there's so many things that are going on with Steph Curry. He's just thinking about it, and I think he's like. Because I think Steph Curry is a really smart guy. So he's looking at, he's not looking at now. He's looking at the future. So he's like, am I going to be wanting to deal with this a year later, 2 years later? So I'm like, whatever happens, I think Steph Curry will make the best decision. But if I'm a Warriors fan, I am worried. Because usually when players do this, they either want out or they want something else. Because, you know, Kyler Murray did this in the NFL. They all do this. Like, once they get a set with their organization, they start taking that shit down. So...
see what happens. See what happens with that, man. We'll go to the next one. Skip is out of FS1. Undisputed officially is canceled. They set up their new lineup. They got Chris Carson with still there with 2 other guys. 8 o'clock, they're doing the faculty, right? They got a lot of the speak guys on there. They moved Keyshawn and Paul Pierce with Joy Taylor. Nick Rice still goes on at 3. So how do you think the lineup is still going? You still got Colin Coward going at 12.
You can't move Colin. You can't move Nick because I think that's where they get their peak audience. Because Colin, to me, is just a talker. Listen, I will always say I've never listened to Colin Coward for his opinions. I like his life story. His life stories to me are what makes me.
Actually, I liked him. He used to be. He used to be on ESPN radio.
Yeah, I remember.
He used to go on at 10 in the morning. And I used to, my job at the time I started at 9:30 in the morning.
So you would listen.
So I used to play ESPN radio on my phone. And I liked him on there. I thought he was pretty good. And to me, yo, it's kind of hard to like do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, the guy he has with him now, before he had Joy Taylor.
Yeah.
They kind of like chime in.
Yeah.
They're not like really co-hosts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand that guy.
And they kind of host it. They kind of get the
when he's not there.
Topic.
Yeah.
No, when he's there, they kind of like move the topic going.
You know what I'm saying? When he's not there, they run the show, and that's why I can't watch it. I can't watch it.
So it's hard. I try to do podcasts by myself. It's tough.
Yo,
it's tough.
When I'll tell you this, when Kofi had his little thing, when they said he couldn't be on the show, and I had to do this solo. It is really hard to do it by yourself because you have no one to bounce off of.
Look to the camera there, though.
You have no one to bounce off. It's just you by yourself. You gotta cut yourself off. You gotta know when to move on to the next. It's a really hard thing to do. Like I always like, that's why I always like guests. This is why when I hit up Scumbag McGee, I was like, yo, we have the same energy, bounce off of each other.
Yeah.
I don't need doing it by yourself. You kind of get lost and you're rambling all the time. But Nick Wright, I love the First Things First show. I feel like they have a natural energy with each other. The Nick Wright, the Broussard, and the other guy, like they work. Yeah. They're not combative with each other. I think that's what Nick Wright had with Chris Carter.
Here's the thing, though. This is why I always like I'm a fan of Skip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Skip creates the narrative where you could put anybody across from him and they'll be like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" You know, like, and a lot of people, he has arguments with people that they literally lose it because they're like, "Yo, you really think this?" As Shannon said it, Shannon was like, "Yo, bro, when I had meetings with him, like pre-show meetings or like, he really believes this shit. Like behind closed doors, he's still arguing the same thing." And I'm like, "Yo, this guy is fucking crazy." You know what I'm saying? And Skip's fiery, like he tries to, you know what I mean? So like, not saying you need like controversy, but you need a healthy dose of it.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, not like Skip and Shannon got got toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that right now FS1, their main guys are Colin Coward and Nick Wright.
Yep.
And it's tough because I think Stephen A's show First Take is ass. You know what I mean? I think it's been ass for a long time. I think he knew it was ass when he had Max.
Yeah. And
he was like, listen, I know I'm number one, but I still got to get rid of this dude because at the end of the day, Shannon and Skip was better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though it had number one rating because it's ESPN.
It's ESPN.
Everybody's used to just waking up, they turn it on, and they're doing this stuff around the house.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So that doesn't even count.
Nope.
You know what I mean? He knew his show was bumped, and it's still bumped. You got Shannon now. Shannon's there 2 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like him and Shannon are like so cool with each other.
Yeah, so it's not
that
they don't
it's
really
not
argue.
combative.
Yeah.
Like Skip and Shannon, bro, they had so many viral moments because
they were
their back and forth was how many times even before it got toxic that the Cowboys lost, bro. I was must see TV the next day. You're like, yo, bro, put it up.
You had to watch.
Shannon's there with the fucking black and mild.
Yeah.
Skip's wilding out. He's cutting Skip off. Skip's like, it's my turn. It's my turn. You said it was my turn. Like, just fucking wilding. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was like, I want to see this shit. You know what I mean?
And to your point, you can tell Stephen A understands that because who does he bring on? The broke Skip Bayless, Mad Dog Russo. Yeah, you see how they're trying. The
problem with Mad Dog is that you see Skip, he's not so much in the past. Like he'll say, "Yo, I think Jordan's the best," but you're gonna say, "Well, Chamberlain's the best."
Yeah,
this dude is putting Bob Cousy top 5 fucking point guard. You're like, bro, I know you want mad chips, but he only dribbles right here.
I know.
You get trashed.
He's too much. Yeah. He's too much in the past. But I said like they're trying to get that Skip, Stephen A type of energy. You can tell with the Mad Russo because he'll say something wild. They said like Shaq was like a top 4 center, and like that's when you know he has that type of like. But I don't know if he actually believes it the way Skip believes it. So I think that's where his genuineness doesn't really reach us like that. We're kind of like, you know, and I'm okay. But like, because going back to Skip, the thing with Skip was he was always like this, but now you have Chris Carter coming out saying I want to punch Skip in the face, and I'm like, yo, maybe I think Skip needs
behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind. I think Skip
you know that dude who be on not part interruption when they do the points.
Oh, Jim. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Tony, whatever his name is.
Yeah, what's the show called? Not part interruption.
I don't know.
I
know. Where it's like they have a point and it goes up and it goes up and then they get a lick. Yeah, I know.
The guy, one of the main guys there, what's his name? Wally Page.
Yes, Woody Page.
Woody Page. Yeah, he fucking said that he got into a fist fight with Skip one time, early days of ESPN, like 1990.
I remember him in it. Yeah,
and he said that they got to a fist fight because Skip disrespected him in the pregame meeting. And it's like, yo, Skip is that crazy that they say he's a small dude. He's like 5'7". He's a big guy.
He's not tall at all. Yeah.
So they're like, yo, this dude is so fiery that he'll scrap with people. Like, oh, yeah, Jordan's the best. LeBron's the best. Oh, yeah, see me outside. Skip might be like, all right, let's go outside then. They're like, yo, what the fuck? This dude is crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like FS1 doesn't have that aspect anymore. No. And now they basically just said, okay, we'll put the faculty at 10. We just give up. First Take got it. We're gonna put out weakest show. put out stars.
Mhm.
When first takes over, they got Colin Coward, they got Nick Wright.
Yep.
And it's hard because I just believe in those slots. You know, people are at work.
Yeah.
You know, Coward, he got the lunch crowd.
Yeah.
If you're at your lunch, you put the show on. But 3 o'clock, I'm picking up my son from school at that time.
Yeah.
I'm running around. I'm not really watching.
I've never watched First Things First Live.
No.
You can't.
No.
You're even if you think about it, we go back to work. You getting off at that time. You're not really gonna put on YouTube TV and listen to First Things First. I always catch snippets of it. I always catch but I think that's what they that's what they get the number.
But you're putting your best guy at 3 o'clock at a time where it's not conducive to ratings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, you really, bro, I would have listen. One thing I said in the chat, ESPN threw the bag at Pat McAfee. I went through the bag at Kevin Mace.
Yeah.
I went through the bag at somebody on the internet who's killing it. You know what I'm saying? Through the whole bag.
They're playing it safe a little bit too much, and that's why I think that's what's hurting FS1. You can tell. Because if they really wanted, they could have thrown the bag, but then it's like, what's that 10 o'clock?
First thing.
No. On
the faculty.
What the fuck is the faculty? You don't know who's on the. You see what I'm trying to say?
James Jones, LaShawn McCoy,
Listen, I actually like LaShawn McCoy on First Things First.
Was it that Emmanuel? Something?
Yeah, Emmanuel Acho. I like their composure, but the only thing they're Eagles. All three are Eagles players, so I'm like, I don't need to hear all that shit. Yeah. But I think the problem with Skip is that even as much as he was great, kind of got lost in the time. Like, you got too disrespectful. Like now it's like, all right, bro, you need to relax now. Like, you not really like that. I was like, bro, you're not gonna take O'Shannon. I was like, bro, Chris Carter saying he want to punch you. I'm like, yo. I think, like I said, Skip needs to take at least a year and a half.
I think he always teetered.
Yeah.
But what's that? DeMar Hamlin tweet went out.
Yeah,
then he disrespected Sham with Tom Brady.
It was over. So I want to see. I won't watch FS1 live. I've never done it. I'll still be watching the YouTube clips. Like you said, those times aren't conducive for us. They're not. If there was a way to watch, like, we're always going to listen to clips, we're always going to listen to the audio version, but we're not going to watch it live. And I think that's where your point is. Like, they're not going to get those ratings anymore. But let's move.
Another big story. Tua came out. He kind of indirectly said that Brian Flores was getting at him, but he didn't really say it. But we all kind of got what he was trying to say. And I think that what do you think about that? Tua and Brian Flores, the dynamic.
I think I was listening to Colin. Colin said this best. Brian Flores is a Belichick guy, and they all believe they can act like Belichick. They all believe, like, yo, I can talk to you the way, but I'm like, you are not Belichick. And you got to realize Belichick was talking to Tom Brady, who was allowing, like, when Belichick would yell at people, Tom Brady would take the heat, and he would bring it. He would tell the people,
like Tim Duncan did with Popovich.
Yes, where he could kind of.
Because if the best guy in the team is getting the punishment, what are you going to say? This dude have 6-7 Super Bowls. What are you going to say? Somebody's going to be like, bro, I'm taking it.
Yep.
Shut your ass up. And you know what I'm saying?
And he could probably relay it to the players in a way where it's not like, yo, okay, now it's like kind of calm. Brian Flores, what is it? The guy coached the Lions before. The guy coached. I could not stand Laminated Guy for the life of me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when he was like yelling at Darius Slay when he was on the Lions. Matt Patricia. When I tell you hot garbage, that coach is hot garbage. You are talking to Darius Slay like he's a nobody. He's like, yo, don't take pictures with other top cornerbacks. Bro, you cannot talk to players like this. This is the problem with a lot of Belichick guys get lost in, because they're like, oh, I play with Belichick. I want a ring, but it's like, you weren't the coach.
Yeah.
You were kind of like a side coach. You were a defensive coach. You were not the guy. And like with Tua people already were saying Tua's a bust. Yeah. So now he's arguing the outside information. And then my coach is saying it, because remember, they wanted Deshaun Watson. They wanted to trade for him. I'm like, bro, you ruined his confidence. Yeah. And I don't even like their new coach. I forget his name. McDaniels. He's too Hollywood for me, but at least the thing is he's going to pump up his guy and make him
all the guys.
Yeah. Sometimes
Tyreek Hill, all of them. They're all playing. Tyreek Hill, he played great on the Chiefs, but with the fucking Dolphins, he's fucking legend, number 1 rated player of the
Yes.
top 100.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need to do that for your players. Sometimes you got to understand coaching. You can't talk. It's like jobs. You can't talk to everyone the same. And I don't think Patriot coaches understand that shit. And they always go into this ready to.
Yeah,
It's like, yo, just chill. You'll be all right. I don't know, man. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think that everybody, you can't coach everybody the same. I think that's what it comes down to. And I think that Tua can't take the hard coaching. And Brian Flores probably just saw a lot of quarterbacks, not only probably with Belichick, but just in general, okay, it's tough love type shit. And it's like, just what Tua was saying, okay, you could probably tell a quarterback, listen, bro, you fucking suck. You need to step it up, blah. But then when you're actually actively trying to trade for Deshaun Watson, when you're actively trying to find a replacement, now I'm saying like you believe it. You know what I mean? You're not just hard coaching me.
No.
You really think I suck.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that just did it kill your confidence just from that. So I think that's what Brian Flores messed up on. If you want to actively replace him and trade for Deshaun Watson, at least be nice to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hard coaching him and keep it at 100 with him. Like, bro, I want Deshaun Watson. I don't want you. You suck. You know what I mean? Like, when you get Deshaun, you're not even going to be fucking third string. I'm going to trade your fucking ass for Deshaun Watson, bitch. Like, just saying shit like that. And it's like, bro, you can't. You can't do that. It's like, this is a grown-ass man, bro.
Motherfucker got bills and houses and kids,
just a grown-ass man. Like, it'd be hard sometimes to even say that to a 17, 16-year-old. They might be like, bro, what did you just say? My parents don't talk to me this way. Shut your ass up. You know what I mean? So you got to really learn how to adapt to the times. You got to learn how to coach everybody different.
Yep.
If you're not a quarterback guy, guess what? You got quarterback coaches, OCs.
Yes.
And you can be like, listen, you deal with Tua. I can't talk to this dude because I'm about to just rip this dude.
That's it. Why do you have to? And my thing, and like one last point on this, I'm like, because if you're Brian Flores, what if you don't get, like, think about it. You trying to trade for Deshaun. What if you don't get Deshaun? Now you burned that bridge. Now he don't want to talk to you. You can't talk to you can't talk to your quarterback. And that's what they got you up out of here. And the thing I'm worried about him is Brian Flores, you're not gonna get another job because they're gonna look at you crazy. They're gonna be like, yo, you see what you did with
he's in DC now.
He's DC in
Minnesota, right?
Minnesota, yeah. So like now he won't fuck with you.
But I give credit right now before we get off this topic with the Miami Dolphins and even Tua. Like Tua still didn't like throw him under the bus. You know what I'm saying? And I think that even the Dolphins didn't throw him under the bus when he got fired and an uproar came out from the media and everybody else saying, oh, they're firing black coaches. Blah, blah, blah. They said, oh, yeah, that's what it is? Well, guess what? Tua, tell them what he said. They didn't do all that. They said, whatever, we'll take the heat. We'll move on with a new coach. Let him
waited for Tua to come out and say it on his own. So
and say it respectfully.
Yeah, that's it. He didn't knock him, and I love that Brian Flores came out and said, yo, I kind of learned from that and made me a different person. I'm like, okay, I hope so. I'm looking at the camera. I hope you have learned from this. Don't do this shit again. Yeah. So, but anyway, moving on to the best segment of the day.
Pepper takes. So the first pepper take we got here, Tyrese doing a little media tour. He was on the Breakfast Club. He did a little live saying they won't let me in the building. Then they got in the building. He's showing off that his diamonds are fake. That he's wilding out a wallow on Gilly, saying that he's a fucking bitch. What do you think about that, man?
I give Tyrese a lot of because you remember I would say remember we used to laugh at Tyrese. Remember he was making the crying face, the meme. But
what do they want
exactly?
Me?
But I give him a lot of credit for being as vulnerable as he is when he went onto the Breakfast Club. Like you could tell, like he just really felt this way. Like he's talking about his wife, like talking about like how men feel. And I'm like, yeah, we laughed at it, but there was a message there, and I got to give him credit for going on there and saying some things that a lot of single dads feel. I know, like I'm like. Even if you don't agree with it, you're kind of like, I kind of see where he's coming from. From. Like, he's like, yo, the fake diamonds, the fake this, but you gonna give me a fake vagina. I was like, you know what? A lot of women do that shit. So I was like, okay, I kind of see where you're coming from. A little too much, but the intent was good. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm always kind of like, you know what?
I feel like Tyrese just like at random times in his career, he just decided to crash out
Mm-hmm.
and just wild out and just say outlandish shit. And I don't know if that's who he is or that's something that he tries to create. Because some people aren't like that. And they'll go out there and just create like a media storm because maybe he wants a new role, maybe he got a new album coming out, maybe he's writing a book, maybe he's doing a podcast. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you know, I get it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta stay relevant because guess what? If you live in that lifestyle, bro, you need money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Rent.
If you in a mansion, bro, you gotta pay that shit. Even if it's paid off, you gotta pay the taxes. And taxes is bananas.
Ugh.
Especially if it's that big of a property.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I don't know why he's doing it, but I think certain times he crashes out. I don't know 100% why. Maybe he's really trying to be informative. Maybe he's trying to promote something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like a lot of times when I see shit like that, like from certain celebrities, I kind of just laugh at it.
Yeah.
I don't react to it,
Yeah.
or I say, "Why is he doing this?" Like I just crack jokes on it
Right.
because it's like I don't know why they're doing it half the time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Tyrese, he's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a little entertaining until next week something else happens.
There you go. That's always
you know
what
what
it
I
is.
mean?
This is the 15-minute spotlight he
Yeah.
needed. Maybe he needed rent due. Maybe he ain't having enough money for that child support.
Yeah.
So like he's like, yo, how can I go? Let me go on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So I listen, if that's what you need to do, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Tyrese.
It could be that you know he wants a little more, wants the judge to see his side of the story.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go to the courtroom and the judges don't see the male side of the story.
There you go.
And you try to get your fans to weaponize your fan base. And try to make them, you know, argue your point. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's weird. It's funny. I laugh at it, but it ain't nothing really to be like, you know, like really, really breaking it down to me. You know what I'm saying? So last pepper take is I didn't see this. So woman jumped a fence, tried to touch a tiger, and in a New Jersey zoo. Which one? Turtleback?
I don't know. I didn't.
That's the only zoo we got.
I think so. It might be Turtleback Zoo. But listen, natural selection needs to happen because if you were willing to,
she jumped into a fucking tiger.
But the thing is, there was still a fence. Like she jumped in because there's 2 cages, so she jumped in, but there was still a cage between her and the tiger. Like it's like the tiger.
And they're saying they can't find her.
They can't find her. Yeah, she disappeared.
They didn't find a body, nothing?
No, she didn't die. Like she petted the tiger. Like the tiger came out there, she was like petting her, and she left. Yeah.
Was she a fucking ghost?
No, she didn't die. She, like I said, where she was at, there was still a gate between her and the tiger. She just tiger just came up to her.
But how did she leave?
I don't know. Like, listen, if she'd have died,
yo, what is this? Some fucking poltergeist shit?
Yo,
bitch, Batman or some shit?
Listen, she got to live. She got in the mainstream media. She got to.
And none of her family members came out and said,
no one's come out. There's a reward for her and everything. No one's come out and said anything to her. Like, no one's snitching. Everyone's like, yo, if I saw her, then mind your business. Like that's really what's going on here. And I love how
everybody at her job.
Everyone's like, nah, we ain't snitching. Like, yo, everyone is about like, listen. She better think.
She have no one that she like. No one likes her that's coming out.
No, like yo,
she must be the coolest chick in the world.
Yo, that's what I'm trying to say. Like yo,
someone's coming out against me. Somebody.
Motherfuckers must have saw her be like, who come? Nah, nigga, you ain't getting enough from me, bro.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, somebody will stitch on me. A coworker,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like you are internationally loved to no one to report you because you know that's a fine right there.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, nah. That fine sound hefty. I ain't writing nobody out.
Why would you even do that? Like, what is the point of
People
you jumping into
dumb, bro? Like, why? Like, yo, I don't want to be around no type of animal like that. Like a tiger, I'm good, bro.
I don't want to be around a domestic animal.
Yeah,
a fucking wild animal.
Do you understand? A cat can fuck you up. Yeah. A regular house cat can fuck you up. Can you imagine what a tiger can do? If
a squirrel jumped on my leg right now, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, because it's small. You can't. No.
You're chewing a piece of my ear off or some shit.
No. And I'm happy she got out. Like we don't need, but sometimes when you do type of stuff like that, you need consequences.
And a cat is like a small domestic house cat could fuck you up. Imagine, they say that tigers go up to like almost 1 ton.
Yeah, it literally could. Like, you gotta understand, tigers' roars can paralyze you. that's how loud it is. Your body can shut down, and that's how they take you out. So why the fuck would you want to be around that type of stuff, man? Come on, people, make better choices.
Yo, one slash and your fucking testes are hanging
Bro,
out.
come on, man. And the thing is, they bite into your skull. So like, it's like, nah.
And they carry that shit like a warhammer.
Yes.
They just go.
No.
That's
no,
just
no,
like
no, 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 no.
That should be like me versus Bane.
No. Exactly. Listen.
Bane just crushed my skull like. Oh!
Our color ain't doing that.
That was easy.
This ain't color ain't doing it. Like I'm not getting close to no animal, bro. Like, but like I just don't. I just like.
Was she white?
No, she was like, I think she was Indian or something like that.
Indian?
Like, yeah. So like something like that. But for me, the thing that's still so shocking is that no one has ratted her out. No one has given a name. No one's given anything.
My son was at TikTok with me.
No. And the thing is, she's smart. She hasn't said anything. There's no reports of her having video. Like, I gotta give her her credit. She should have got mauled. But listen, if you make it out, you.
Hey, I guess she won, man. She had a better week than us, I guess.
Hell yeah, bro. The fuck?
She got to pet a tiger. She ain't snitched on. She ain't in jail.
No one snitched on. Not one person.
What should have happened? She should have rolled the tiger. Like that would have been more lit.
I ain't right. No. That tiger. As soon as she would have got outside of that gate, because that tiger looked like it was ready to pounce. I was like, well, wait a minute.
You would have been like, rah.
Take your whole head off. Oh gosh. But anyway, I think that's it for Prepper Takes.
Yeah, man.
This is a good episode. Yeah, we gonna keep doing this for you guys. We're gonna come up next week Saturday, and next week Saturday start of college football. So
okay,
you know, Penn
I
State.
probably watch some of the games while we do the podcast.
Penn State plays. They play West Virginia. That's my school. I don't know what they're gonna do, but we will be here. And then you know what's coming back? MVP picks. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna do it? You know, we always do that. So we'll give like 4 teams to see who you pick to win. The 4 teams that face each other, see who wins. You know, it's a little thing we do.
All right, guys. Yo, appreciate y'all tuning in. Be out.